Well, if they showed up in the scene, I bring the Nutkin with me, because we're gonna go check on Thancred.
True.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna go check on Thancred. I'm bringing Thancred with me. Yeah, just bringing a whole bunch of gunbreakers to cheer up the gunbreaker. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, do a backflip, Thancred. Although this is Rogue Thancred, so...
Burn him.
I could bring my minion of light. Since we're, you know, doing the whole warrior of light thing. Or... bring back the feels with, like, an airship. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy IV.
Bring back the feels, okay.
So many
Bring
good...
Louis Soir.
Yeah, and I'll bring Alphino. Season 1 Alphino. Yeah.
Hey, Alphino, look, Grandpa.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Hey, Rin. Rin's face is a picture of worry. It'll be okay.
Face.
Right? Right? It happened after Alize and I saw the children back to Spagrex. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shouting a Elidibus around the realm, only lose sight of him near the Crystarium. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Shurgans are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the Zedra told me where to look. I see. It could not have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let's hurry to Spagrex. Okay, let's rock on as we hope to God Thancred isn't dead. Whee!
He's sitting up.
Yeah. Good morning, Starshine. The air says hello? They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's ether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all of this happened without warning. Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Irage nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which, in retrospect, may have been a good idea. Fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. Alize, you were lightheaded. As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul is weakened further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Heatherlion, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source. In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Krill about our plans. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. Okay. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far I've learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, There's been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals have invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Bees terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elizabeth's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Asians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. God knows I've been itching to get out there for a while. Mayhap Oranger, too, can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Beck Lug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your well-being, if you care at all for Rin's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will find Oranger. Yeah, go to bed. Sleep. I cast sleep on you. All being well, we have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Heatherly. And Neo. Okay. See, I cast sleep, but he's an invalid target, so never mind. Won't work.
I cast beat upside the head.
I cast death. Because, I don't know.
It's
Black
okay,
mages
it's
should
okay.
get
We can
death.
revive him.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Probably.
Blue mages get level 5 death.
That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Ooh, Revenant's toll is 699. Nice. I'm sorry.
Nice-ish.
I'm just a dork with a 13-year-old humor. Hey, Tataru. How's life? What's going on? Heatherlight, Neo. What excellent, awful timing. What do you mean? See, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Krill's hardly a moment's rest these past few days. Oh no. God damn it, are they all gonna die? Like, she didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a reception, and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. Well, we're here because the spirit vessel's gonna be done soon, and the spirits are dying. I want to make sure there's no problem at this end. Well, you better talk to Krill. She's with the others in Dawn's respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? Why? Prepare yourself? For what? What happened?
Fight. What?
I'm scared. Oh, I went into the door and went immediately into a cinematic scene.
Okay.
Oops. No, is this gonna be bad? What's happening? Are they dead? I'm grabbing my wine.
Excuse us.
This is creepy.
Hey, who turned off the light?
This way.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary. I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all.
They can't die.
And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why, I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
Okay, let's see. We fought a big lightning bird. It was awesome.
Quetzalcoatl? No, I didn't sneeze.
I'm really worried everyone's gonna die. Thancred fainted. What else? Oh, there's a warrior of light who's being controlled by this guy.
Might.
Yes. And Elidibus is his name, but it could be also like a lieutenant commander name type thing. So that's basically what's going on. Oh, and Alice is starting to have light-headed spells, so that's great. I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul is weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in the aether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we can seek to draw upon a Lagan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I just know the man. I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. I don't think leaving your patients is a good idea, lady. Also, I want your outfit. Tataroo. Judging by her sheepish expression, Tataroo has a favor to ask. What is it? Heatherly, Neo, could you spare a moment while Krail goes and finds this expert of hers, There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see. And since we might be waiting a while, wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out so well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Or I'd better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how my patients fare in the absence. Cool, so you're just gonna, like, leave them alone with, like, nobody watching them? Cool. Well, after speaking with Tataru... Ooh, I wonder if she's gonna, like, give them new outfits or something. It's gonna be, like, cool Shadowbringer outfits.
I think she said something about ingredients, so it might be cooking.
Yeah.
I don't know, unless it's just...
Could be that. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. There you are, Heatherly. Neo, I'm sure as you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Krill, can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. And in the course of all of this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit, so I thought, why not make something for our friends? Speaking in the oven as we speak, shouldn't be long now. Ooh. I just got my fishing glass. There. Baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Ooh, bread. It's it? Bread? It's bread. Your cake looks like bread.
Smells great.
It is bread, silly, and not just any old bread. This here is old world bread. Archon love, to be precise. It's what they eat over in Charlayan. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Krill tells me it's a good source of ether, so to lend them a bit of strength at least. Ooh. There, truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Krill, and if isn't Rambros too. I trust you require no introduction either, Heatherly? Greetings, my friend. Full glad I am to see you well. No worries. Oh, he knows about the Exart. If anyone alive can prove it's him and his fellow sons. Am I supposed to know who this person is? Like...
Rambros. He helps get you your outfit in the Summoner quests. He's like outside the Crystal Tower area.
Okay.
To the east up here. And he like runs stuff over there.
Gotcha. Yeah, make sure it's not poisoned or anything. I mean, I usually like butter on my bread. Or jam is good.
Some nice fresh bread, butter.
Oh no, is it that bad? Is indeed, Tataru, dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Oh, that was not the guy talking, that was Krill, sorry. Wrong voice. I'm tired. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom, but our native cuisine is a little lacking. Okay. So it's supposed to be really tough. Okay. So it's like, oh no. My brain's not working. What's the, what's the Christmas thing with like the jelly cake? Fruitcake. Yes, it's fruitcake. So good to know. It's fruitcake bread. I couldn't think for. See, now my brain's gone, and I'm not even reading any of this, and I feel bad because he was giving some great message to Thancred, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm tired. Probably wasn't important, you know. Also, I totally forgot to make a joke earlier about the black cloaked Asians and about how, oh, have they been mentioning like a reunion or anything like that? Oops, I fails. That wasn't even that much damage. It's just funny. Alright.
I still love that I'm just standing in the car.
Right? It's freaking adorable. It's weird though, because if you zoom in too close,
it disappears.
It disappears, yeah.
Same thing happens with some other mounts. It's really weird.
Yeah, but you're standing and I'm like kneeling in the car. It's so cute. Or am I also standing? I can't tell with my dress.
You are like kneeling.
There we go.
Yeah. You're just unsafely kneeling on the dashboard.
What? This
What
is
if the
totally...
airbag goes off?
Where we're going, we don't need airbags. And yes, counting all those steps was important because I wanted to see if they had like a special number like 42 or 69 or 420 or like, you know, 100 or, you know. You never know. They could be hiding Easter eggs everywhere. Like this wall could have an Easter egg, you know. I don't know. Hey, Crystal Dude. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? It was fine. We got some bread. By the 12 Archon loaf. However did you come by this? I swear it comes straight from Charlian. Tatry made it. Rambro said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. Which I seek to do, I do of my own volition and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends and to deserve it. I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament, so I ask that you have faith in me and what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I should save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation. Plus, they're not for you, they're for the people whose spirits have been ripped out of their bodies, by the way, just letting you know.
Forgive the delay.
When you forget your text auto advance. I just wanted to see if I put the window in the left corner, if it would stay there forever. That's probably a system setting. Never mind.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events, to sow the seeds of petty conflict.
I'm just listening in for a certain R word.
Nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
Reunion.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. It is but a pity I cannot encourage them on their course.
Not knowing Elizabeth set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Well enough, though time is not on our side. I'm sorry things have taken a turn for the worst. You know what? We're going to be positive because that's what we were told to do. It'll be fine. Probably.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
Me yelling in my mind, hurry man, they're gonna fucking die. Like,
Can someone other than the short dog woman that moves slowly go get this? Quickly, run fast.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind, and so we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects notably do not possess.
so you made crystallized
We duly explored
blood.
methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
Oh, which is why you are now glowing.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works. We shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
God, I was just worried someone's gonna be like, just use me as a test subject. It'll be fine.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
Oh yeah.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
He doesn't have a quote body to go back to.
Yeah.
But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
We can't die on us. I mean, I would hope he wouldn't die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rajay. Hast thou a moment, Heatherline, you? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties, yet if Beck Lug hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. It is their assessment that given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. While it's not to say the process is without complications, for when the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition, as though thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert, however, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century, our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou can be made aware of those truths. Sure, Aranje. God damn it. You're a fucking thesaurus times 2. Ah, that was a lot of talking. Goodness. Alphina, you're just trying to be Aranje and you're just
Failing miserably, because damn, that's another level.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to die. I'm gonna freak out and run around in figure 8 for a minute. Nobody's allowed to die. No one. Not Alize, Alphino, Rajay, you're not allowed to die, even though I still think you're secretly evil, but he's probably not anymore, 'cause whatever. Everyone's secretly evil. Maybe Alize's secret. What do you think, Neil?